Hello, welcome to this daily yoga flow with me. My name's Jess. This is a full body practice. It's suitable for all levels and it's designed to give you a little bit of everything that you need as part of your regular movement routine. We are going to be starting this practice standing, so when you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Okay, coming to stand in the middle of the mat. Take the feet slightly wider than hip distance apart here. Not too wide, but we want them certainly to be wider than our hips. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. We're just going to start with a couple of deep breaths here just to come into the practice. You can close your eyes or you can soften the gaze, whichever you prefer. We'll just take a couple of breaths here just to land, come into this practice before we start moving our bodies. Slowly inhaling through the nose. Long exhale out through your nose or mouth, you can choose. Just take a couple more here on your own. Lifting up through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together very slightly. You can have your palms facing forwards. Two more breaths. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And let's get moving, shall we? So slowly we're going to start with a little bit of knocking on the door. So if you're not sure what that is, you can watch me and then have a go yourself. We're just going to be swinging the arms from side to side, slight turn of the torso, feet stay exactly where they are. And we're just allowing the hands to sort of lightly tap us as we swing from side to side. You can relax the arms and just let them swing. You'll kind of get into a bit of a rhythm here. Keeping to a steady breath. I recommend that you move your gaze with your hands as you go. And we're just going to speed it up a little bit here. Waking up the body, waking up the nervous system, sparking some energy. And bring the speed up a little bit more. And now slowly start to slow it down, gradually, until eventually the movements become even slower. And we come back to our standing position. Find stillness here, just for a breath. You can place your hands across your chest. Take one more breath here. Nice. From here we're going to move into our breath of joy. Again, if you're not familiar with breath of joy, you can watch me do it and then have a go yourself. Reach your arms all the way up and overhead. Whilst your arms are in the air, we're going to take 3 short, sharp breaths, crossing the arms over as we do, just like this. And then as you breathe out, we're going to swing the arms all the way forward and down. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to release. Amazing way to start a practice, to spark some energy. Do one more. And then when you get down, stay down into your forward fold here. Find stillness, or you can sway gently from side to side. Relax the back of your neck. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot. You might want a slight bend in your left knee. We're going to twist open to the right. So right arm reaches all the way up. Take the gaze up towards the right hand. Again, you can bend into that left knee as generously as you need. Should feel a nice stretch all down the left leg, back of the left leg. Nice spinal twist. Inhale. Exhale to release. We go to the other side, right hand comes to the outside of the left foot, bending into that left knee, let's twist open to the left. Left hand reaches up, inhale, exhale, slowly release. Take the feet wider, so heel toe the feet out, fingertips can stay on the mat. We're going to open the left foot out to face the top of the mat, and we're going to come to the top of the mat, drop the back knee down into your low lunge and Vinyasa. Walk your left foot all the way to the outer edge of the mat, find your lizard lunge. Hands can stay on the mat here, or you can place your hands underneath blocks. Inhale to lift the chest and look forward. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale. Left hand can come to the inside of the left knee. Find a little opening here. Gently pushing the left knee out to the side. You can roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Option to take the gaze to your left. Even take it up to the sky. You choose. Stay for one more breath. Slowly release. Walk the foot back to the center of the mat. We're going to pick up the back knee and head into our high lunge. So when you're ready, take a moment to find your center. Lift the torso all the way up. Hands reach all the way up and overhead. Reach the right heel back. Generous bend in that left knee. Left knee is stacked over left ankle. Ground down through all four corners of that left foot for stability. You want your hips to be neutral here. Inhale to reach the arms. Take the gaze up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. We'll stay here for one more breath. Nice. We're going to ground our right heel and we're going to straighten the left leg coming into our reverse triangle. Reach the left hand all the way up and back. Right hand's going to bind around your lower back here. So keeping a nice open chest. Reaching with that left hand, find a nice side body stretch all down the left hand side of the body. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Stay for one more breath. Nice. From here, we're going to lead with the left hand, finding our triangle pose. You might need to readjust your back foot, reaching all the way down to the inside of the left ankle, keeping that bind with your back arm. So your right arm is still wrapped around the lower back, opening the chest, gaze up towards the sky for your triangle pose. If the bind is a little too intense, you can reach the right hand all the way up to the sky. You choose. Inhale deeply wherever you are. Exhale. From here, we're going to send our weight into our left foot. We're coming into a half moon bind here, so fingertips can come to the ground and we're going to lift the back leg. Right leg lifts, opening out to the left, stacking our hips one on top of the other. Fingertips can stay on the ground. You can place your hands underneath the block. Again, you'll notice that I've still got my bind here. My right arm is still wrapped around my lower back. Again, option to keep it there. If it's too much, then you can lift that right arm, take it up towards the sky. You choose here. Inhale wherever you are. Exhale. Find your drishti, grounding down through that left foot. Option to maybe challenge your balance here. You might want to take your fingertips off the mat, reach them towards the ankle. Find whatever feels right for you in this moment. We're going to hold for one more breath. Exhale, slow and steady. We're going to bend into that left knee and send the right foot all the way back down. Coming all the way back up, find your reverse triangle. One last time. Left hand reaches up and back. Just for a breath here, as you exhale, we're going to cartwheel the arms all the way back down to the mat. And we're going to step the left foot back, coming into your plank pose. Inhale, option to lower the knees down. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We inhale to lift up into our cobra. You can take baby cobra, full cobra, even up dog if you choose. We're going to head into our downward facing dog from here. So lift the hips up and back when you're ready. Stay for a few breaths. Let's pedal out our heels. Relax the back of the neck, maybe shake the head. A little yes, a little no. Grounding down through the hands, pressing into the fingertips. Sending the chest down towards the thighs. Inhale deeply. Exhale. We're going to step our right foot forward, coming into our lizard lunge on the other side. So we want our right foot on the outer edge of the right side of the mat. You can place your hands underneath blocks if you need, you choose. Inhale to take the gaze forward. Exhale. Right hand comes to the inside of the right knee and we find that hip opener here. So pushing the right knee out very gently, rolling onto the outer edge of that right foot. So you can take the gaze up or you can take it back over your right shoulder. Pause here for a breath. Let's stay for one more. Slowly release. We're going to walk our right foot back to the center of the mat, picking up the back knee. We come into our high lunge once again. So take a moment to prepare. And then when you're ready, we inhale, lift the torso all the way up. Arms reach up to the sky. Left heel reaches back. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. We inhale to take the gaze up. Exhale to relax the shoulders down. Stay for one more breath. Left heel is going to ground and we're going to straighten the right leg once again and we come into that reverse triangle. Left arm is going to bind around the lower back this time as we reach the right arm up and back. Find that gorgeous stretch all down the right side of the body. Inhale to open the chest, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale. We stay for one more breath. Slowly we're going to find our triangle pose. Option to keep the bind with your left hand. You might want to readjust your feet as you reach with the right hand coming into the inside of your right ankle. Spiral the chest open and take the gaze up to the sky. Again, option to release that bind if it's too intense on the shoulder, or you can keep that bind. It's up to you. You can rest your right hand on your shin. You can take your hands all the way to the ground, or you can float the hand for a little challenge of your core. Inhale wherever you are. Exhale. Stay here for one more breath. Nice. From here, we're heading into our half moon. So grounding the right hand on the mat just ahead of your right foot. We're going to lift the back foot lifts. Again, option to keep that bind with the left hand, or you can release the hand, you choose. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. You can keep your right hand grounded on the mat. You can place your hand underneath a block, or you might want to challenge your balance and slowly release the right hand off the mat. And you can grab the ankle, maybe just float the hand, just playing here. Stay within your limit. Whatever feels right for you in this moment, grounding down through that right foot. Inhale for one more breath. Exhale, we're going to slowly bend the right knee and ground the left foot all the way down. Once again, we lift the torso, coming back to our reverse triangle. Right hand reaches all the way up to the sky, just for a breath here. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, we're going to release the bind and cartwheel the hands all the way back down. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Option to take your chaturanga here. Flow through your vinyasa. Or you can skip and head straight to downward dog. You choose. That's where we're going to meet. Downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Completely. Let's do a little lion's breath here. So when you're ready, big inhale through the nose. Fill the lungs. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out. Release the breath. Let's do one more. Inhale. Nice. Slowly roll through to plank. We're going to roll through the spine, coming into your plank pose. Hands underneath shoulders, reach the heels back. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, doming through the upper back. So really separating the shoulder blades. Gaze is straight down on the mat. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, Don't forget to breathe. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to lift up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. Take your arms and place them one on top of the other, just underneath the forehead. We're going to come into a little half froggy variation here. So bending the right knee, bring it all the way up into a right angle. And then you can rest the head down, whichever way you feel is comfortable. If you happen to have a cushion nearby, maybe you want to place it under a cushion. We're going to pause here in this gentle hip opener. If you'd like to intensify it, you can place something underneath your knee, underneath your right knee, to elevate the knee slightly. However, do be gentle because it can be quite intense. We're going to stay here for 5 more breaths. Very slowly lift the forehead, and then we're going to switch sides. So bringing the right leg down, let's open out through the left. Left leg comes up into that right angle position. Take a moment to get yourself comfortable. Maybe you want to switch sides, whichever side your head was on. And we'll pause here for 5 more breaths. Very slowly lift the forehead. We're going to transition to our backs, so you can roll. However you get there is up to you. And then when you get there, we're going to cross our right ankle across our left knee, and then pull the left knee into the chest. You can feed your hands through and clasp the back of your left thigh here for a nice opening, nice hip stretch here. Reverse pigeon, reclined pigeon. You can roll gently from side to side. Breathe deep. 2 more breaths here. Very slowly release, and we'll switch sides. Right foot comes down to the mat. Just realised how wonky I'm lying on this mat. Let me re-centre myself. Cross your left ankle over your right and pull the right knee into the chest. Catch the back of your right thigh, and you can roll gently from side to side here. 2 more breaths. Slowly release and extend the legs out long. Let's take a big overhead stretch here. Reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Point the fingers, point the toes. Reach, big breath in. And then as you breathe out, arms come back down to your sides. Find your Shavasana here. Take up a bit of space, take the feet wide, palms facing up with the hands. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. And let's just take some time here to reflect Allow the benefits of your practice to sink in. Take this precious time. Maybe you want to set an intention here for your day, week ahead, anything. Coming back to your breath. Invitation to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. However, if you are ready to finish your practice here with me, we're going to slowly start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Start to extend the movements, circling the wrists and the ankles. And then bending one knee and then the other. When you're ready, pull the knees into the chest and just wrap the hands around your shins. Rock gently from side to side here. And then when you're ready, we're rolling onto one side, any side you choose. Slowly pressing yourself up to a seat here. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can soften the gaze, coming into a cross-legged seat on your mat. Sitting up nice and tall on the spine. Relax your hands, allow them to fall wherever it feels comfortable for you. And then we shall finish this practice here together with one final big breath in together. So when you're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it all the way out. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And that's it. That's the end of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed the flow. If you enjoyed the class, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the practice today, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you for next class, and as always, have a wonderful day.